Hi everyone, let's dive deep into another LeetCode problem which is called as add two numbers. This is LeetCode problem number 2. If you are new to my channel, then I am Radhika and this is my YouTube channel Datazard. Please do consider subscribing as I don't want you to miss out on any future videos. And now without further ado, let's get started. Let's understand the problem. You are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order and each of their node contains a single digit. Add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. You may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zeros except the number 0 itself. So what problem is saying is we are given this linked list. Each of these nodes can only contain one digit, 2, 4 or 3. This linked list is sorted in reverse order. So our original number was 3, 4, 2. And that's why the linked list is 2, 4 and 3. Now what we need to do is we need to add these two linked lists and then the final answer should also be a linked list which would be the sum of these numbers. So if you look here, 5 plus 2, because these are stored in the reverse order, which means this is ones place, this is tens and this is hundreds, and this is how we do our sum, right? So if we look here, if we have to add 3, 4, 2 with 4, 6, 5 because they are stored in reverse order, then what we do is this is our ones place. So first we add this 5 plus 2 7, then 6 plus 4 10. So 0 goes here and 1 we have as a carryover, and 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8. So 807 is our number, but the answer should be 7, then 0 and then 8, because again we have to represent this as a linked list and linked list in the reverse order. So this is the full concept and that's how they are getting 7, 0 and 8 here. There are a few concepts over here. First is this carryover concept. If we are adding some numbers like 6 plus 4, 10, then 0 goes in our linked list, but 1 goes as a carryover. So we need to handle this. Second concept is what we have something like this. We have 99 plus 1. In this case, if you look here, 9 plus 1 is 10, 0, 1 goes as carryover, 9 plus 1 is 10, 100. So our linked list, the maximum length of these was 2, but the maximum length of our final result is 3. So we need to handle this scenario as well. And the third scenario is same over here. We have 9 plus 1. Both the elements are present in the linked list. But here the element is missing. We don't have any element in the second linked list. Which means if it is none, we need to replace it as 0 so that we do 9 plus 0 plus 1 which gives us 10. So we have to make this replacement as well. So on the basis of these three concepts, we're going to design our solution. Now this is the same example that I have used before in terms of numbers. Like this here, adding up these as numbers. Now let us try to understand how we can solve this as a linked list. So this is linked list 1, L1 and L2. Now I'm first going to define a variable which is called as sum, that will be equal to 0. Sum will hold the sum of the value of L1, L2 node and the carryover, because we have to consider carry as well. And because we need to handle carry, so I'll also initialize this as 0. Now I'm going to store my result as final and I've initialized this as a linked list with 0 value. Now for adding elements to this final, we will need a pointer. So I will call this pointer and initialize it as final. So currently it will point to the head of final. So by this we can traverse to the next elements of this final. Now let us start traversing these linked lists and adding. So currently I am at these positions. So to calculate sum, I will do 3 plus 4 plus carryover which is 0, that will be equal to 7. This 7, because it is a single digit, it will go into my final. So I will add 7 over here and carryover is still 0. Using this pointer, we were able to add to final. This will make more sense when we will write the code. Now I have to move my pointers. So the pointer now will point to the second position in both of these lists. So for sum, now we are going to do 4 plus 6 plus 0 from the carryover, that will be equal to 10. Now here we have to handle this carryover. So this 0 will go into our final, but we have a carryover 1. So it will go into our carry. So here we will have 1. Now again we will move our pointers. So instead of pointing here, they will point to 2 and 5. So now instead of this sum, we are going to do value of 1 plus 2 plus carry, which will be equal to 8. So now 8 is going to go into our final result, and the result that we will be returning would be final dot next, because we don't want this element, we want this as the result. This example was a very simple example. Now we have to handle two other edge cases. Here we were handling just carryover. Now the first edge case is, what if the number of elements in both of these lists is different? This is suppose 5 elements and this is of 3 elements only. How do we handle that? And the second scenario where, what if the resulting linked list is bigger than both of these linked lists because of the carryover? So if you look here, our carryover was 9 plus 1, 10. Our resulting list was bigger than both of these linked lists. It was 3 digits and here there were 2 elements. So we have to handle this as well. So let's try to take an example for this. So now I have taken these 2 linked lists. This is example number 3, already given in the description of LeetCode problem. Here we have a 7 element linked list and here we have a 4 element linked list. So the number of elements is different. I'm initializing the sum as 0, carryover as 0. Our final would be equal to, I'll initialize this linked list with value 0, and our pointer will first point to the head position of this. Now we will start traversing these 2 lists. So first elements 9 plus 9. So for sum we do sum is equal to 9 plus 9 plus no carryover, so 0 carryover, that will be equal to 18. Now 8, the ones place will go over here, and this 1 from tens place will go in the carryover. So this will be equal to 1. Now for the second iteration, we will move our pointer. So our pointer will now point at these positions, and in here we're going to do 9 plus 9 from these 2 places, and then our carryover is 1. So 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 1, 19. So 9 will go over here, and again our carryover will be equal to 1. Then we again move to the next position. So in next position we have 9 in L1, 9 in L2. So 9 plus 9 plus carryover 1, which is equal to 19. Again we have 9 here. And now we will again move the pointers. So instead of third position, we will start pointing it at fourth position. Again 9 plus 9 from here and plus 1 from the carryover is 19. And again I'm going to add 9 over here. 1 will go to carryover. Now we move our pointers one more time. We can move our pointer on the L1 position, like L1 linked list, but in L2 linked list we don't have anything. Because we don't have anything, we will assume that we have a 0 over here. So with that, our sum would become 9 from the linked list 1 plus 0 from here plus the carryover, which was 1, which is equal to 10. Now from this 10, 0 will go to the linked list and 1 will go to carryover. Then again we move our pointer. So we can move our pointer on L1, but we can't move it on L2. So again we will assume the value is 0. So here again we will have 9 plus 0 from these 2 plus 1 carryover, which is equal to 10. So I'm going to add 0 here. Then again we're going to move our pointer because we have still not traversed our list. So this is our last position. And in here, we again don't have an element in L2. So we are going to assume the value is 0. And again, 9 plus 0 plus 1 from carryover, which is equal to 10. So we are again going to add a 0 over here. And 1 goes in carryover. Now, we don't have any elements left in these linked list. But if you see here, a very important thing, we have a carryover of 1. Because we have a carryover, we just can't ignore it. This will need to be added to our linked list, and this carryover will be the next element itself because there is nothing else to add from. If we go back again, our sum would be equal to, we're going to assume this is 0 and this is 0. So that's why 0 plus 1, this will be equal to 1. So the carryover will become our last node. So our final result would be equal to final dot next, because we don't want to include this element. This was just to initialize the linked list. So our answer would be equal to 89990001. So the final answer, because this is a reversed order, will be equal to 1000998. This is the same logic that we are going to use in the Python code. So let's start writing the Python code now. In the code also, I will first start by defining our carryover, which will be equal to 0 initially. Then I'm going to define my final linked list that will be returned, and I will initialize this as list node 0. And then I'm going to assign a pointer which will point to the final linked list. Now we have to traverse the list 1 and list 2. So while L1 or L2 or carry, because if any of these contain value, we need to keep repeating the below process. First, we need to decide whether we need to get the element's value, or if there is no element, then we need to say 0 as its value. So I will say digit 1 will be equal to L1.val if L1 else 0. So if L1 is present, then we say L1.val, but if it is not present, then we do 0. Similarly, we do digit 2 equal to L2.val if L2 else 0. Now we have to define the sum. So sum will be equal to, I have not initialized the sum, so let's do that here. Sum equal to 0. Now we do sum, which is equal to digit 1 plus digit 2 plus our carryover from the previous iteration. Now that we have this, we can add the element to our final result. So our pointer dot next, because that's the pointer we are using to traverse our final list. So pointer dot next will be equal to list node of sum %10. Why %10? Because we only want units place. If it is 17, sum is coming as 17, we only want 7 and 1 should go in carryover. So our carry would be equal to sum divided by 10. The double divide sign means we are just taking the integer part. And now we just have to move the pointer. So pointer will be equal to pointer dot next, points to the next value. And now we have to change our list as well. So if L1, then L1 is equal to L1 dot next. We are checking the next value. And if L2, if we have L2, then L2 is equal to L2 dot next, going to the next value. And then all we need to do is return our final dot next, because we initialized it as 0. We don't want to include this 0. That's why we're just doing final dot next. Now let's just submit this. We have a problem here. Okay, this should be L2. And now the solution gets accepted. So ultimately, the 3 things that need to be kept in mind while approaching this problem is, we need to handle the carryover from the previous sum. So in this case, in total of L1.val plus L2.val, we had to add the carryover as well. So the way we are handling this is, we are in sum of digit 1 plus digit 2. We are also adding the carryover. This is important. Then handling linked list of different lengths. We were using 0 as value when L1.val comes out to be none, or L2.val comes out to be none. Then we were handling scenarios where length of final linked list is greater than the length of linked list in any of these input linked lists. This was done by using carry in while loop. So once these 3 scenarios are handled, we were able to solve this problem. I hope I was able to break down this problem into steps and I was able to explain these clearly. If you have any questions, then please drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.